jump off as well, the winner of the Rolex Grand Prix.
Welcome to the Slam Show, the ultimate destination for all the news about the Rolex Grand Slam of show jumping. I'm your host, Jeroen Dubbeldam, and we're coming to you from the breathtaking Spruce Meadows Masters in Calgary, Canada. In this edition, we'll take a closer look at the thrilling competition at s-Hertogenbosch Aachen, dive into the highlights of the Spruce Meadows Masters, bring you exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes action. But first, let's relive the competition of the last slam in Aachen. Let's take a look at the top 3 riders. In third place we have Richard Vogel. Richard delivered a stellar performance with an almost flawless round, demonstrating precision and skill that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. He was riding his exceptional horse, United Touch S. This dynamic duo showed incredible harmony and understanding throughout their round. Taking the second spot was McLean Ward, showcasing incredible determination and technique. His ride was a masterclass in show jumping. He was on I-legs, a gelding with remarkable power and scope. They demonstrated incredible athleticism and responsiveness throughout the competition. And the winner, André Thieme, with an extraordinary ride that left everyone in awe. His horse, DSP Chacaria, was exceptional. Chacaria is a mare with an incredible heart and a lot of spirit. She has a natural talent for show jumping, with the perfect blend of speed, agility and strength. Their synergy was evident as they tackled the challenging course flawlessly. Let's go and have a little chat with André. So now we're here with André Thieme. André is a rider that has performed already many years also on the Team Germany. He's a former European champion. Great experience, great rider with his horse, his phenomenal horse DSP Chacaria. And he's the live contender for the Rolex Grand Slam. Welcome. So André, winning your first Grand Slam in Aachen was fantastic on your phenomenal horse DSP Chacaria. Can you tell us a little bit more about her?
It's very easy to talk about her for me because it's I said it a million times that I have a real relationship going on with that horse.
Yes, I know, I've seen that.
And so I had many nice moments, but that was definitely like the most goosebump moment right there. And the thing with her is that she's just so complete.
Yeah.
She has every little part, the blood, the fight, the brain, the soundness, the carefulness, the scope, everything.
How special is it anyway to win in Aachen, but as a German rider for your home crowd it must be even more special?
I mean, like I said, we had moments, we had so many nice Nation Cup wins, and I won the $1 million class in America, and she won Falsterbo and Rome and Mannheim. She won so many international Grand Prix, and she became European champion with me, individual. So she won team medals with me. So all those is already pretty outstanding. But then, like I said, that moment to win the Grand Prix in Aachen for I don't know how many thousands of people in Germany was just definitely even another step
So how do you see the performance here at Spruce Meadows as a live contender, Rolex live contender, for your chances for the Rolex Grand Slam here at Spruce Meadows? How are the cards?
Well, I think you can answer that question just as much. If you have a horse like that and you have the possibility to come here and be already qualified for the Grand Prix, it's a different story. Like, there's definitely a chance, and I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't think I have a chance. But the difficult part is, what do you do the whole week? You know, it's like, if you have to qualify for the Grand Prix and you have to a little bit fight for your Nation Cup, you are a little bit going from day to day with a little bit more aggressive, and you want to win already the first day. And in that case, I know I'm already qualified. I know I don't have to win anything this whole week. I know I'm already in the Nation Cup, so I don't want to say it's boring, but it's definitely a lot of playing around with the horses just day by day, and a little bit throw those ribbons away that you could have, because if I wanted to, I could, with Shakaria, with my other horses, I could go for it, and I would maybe have a nice placing here and there. But I'm not going to, because the one horse is supposed to do well in the Nation Cup, and Shakaria, it's all in about that big Rolex Grand Prix on Sunday.
What I was wondering, and of course always the audience also is wondering, with athletes like you and all these riders, do you have any special pre-competition ritual that you do? Anything special?
I'm a little bit special because I'm watching a lot of soccer. Now we are in a different time zone, so I probably cannot really watch it on TV. We are 8 hours away from Germany, so time different.
Yeah.
But no, there's not. I'm a very easygoing person.
No.
No routine or no. Just try to stay kind of loose and funny.
Very good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Well, thank you so much, André, for this talk. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, let's take a closer look at Spruce Meadows. This world-class facility is a paradise for both horses and riders. The venue has over 6 competition grass arenas, a blacksmith competition, and lots of things to see and do for the audience behind the scenes. This place really breeds top sport. Let's go and have a talk with Linda Southern-Headcott. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Jeroen.
It's a pleasure to have you with us today. So, Spruce Meadows has grown so much over the past 49 years. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about the vision behind it and what inspired your parents to create this incredible venue?
So, 49 years ago, there was really no equestrian sport in Alberta, in the western part of Canada. And so they wanted to start something that would provide an opportunity for Canadian athletes to be able to compete and learn to be able to compete on an international stage. I would say over the years, the Canadian riders have punched a little bit above their weight in the world of show jumping.
Yes.
And the vision was to also bring the world to Calgary. And so with the Masters tournament, next year we'll be celebrating 50 years. And it really is quite a special time for all of us, because I've revitalized many places at Spruce Meadows, and I was speaking with Rodrigo Passot, and he said, you know, there's so many things the same, but there's so many things that are new. So you've kept a lot of the tradition. We will always stay with grass rings. We continue to try and improve. Much like Rolex, perpetual excellence, always try to improve and try to raise the bar in everything we do.
And how do you yourself and your team, of course, prepare yourself to organize this incredible event every year?
So for us in organizing a tournament or a show jumping tournament, and the Masters specifically, we look at our 4 stakeholders. So the first stakeholder is the athlete. So we need to ensure that we offer great prize money and a great experience. And then we look at our sponsors. How can we improve the relationship with our sponsors? What can we do better for them so that they feel that they have a good return on their investment? And then we focus on our fans and how can they enjoy the sport? What can we offer them? And at Spruce Meadows, we're very family orientated, and so it's really a family experience for our fans as well as the sport. We have shopping, we have pony rides, all sorts of different things for the families. And then we also really pay attention to the media because they're the ones that take our sport to the world.
Of course.
So those are the 4 things that we focus on each and every year.
What does it mean to you personally to continue the tradition what your parents have started and to maintain the legacy of Spruce Meadows?
The vision of my mother and father, Marg and Ron Southern, will always stay the same. The core of the horse, some of the traditions that we've created with the British military being at Spruce Meadows, the Lord Strathcona Horse Royal Canadian, the pageantry will stay the same. But we have to evolve because the city is very close now. You know, when we started Spruce Meadows, there were around 300,000 people in Calgary. Now there's over 1.3 million. Yeah. What's interesting about Spruce Meadows, and I'm not sure many people can say the same thing, we have over 20 sponsors that have been with us for 49 years.
Wow.
And will be celebrating 50 years with us at Spruce Meadows.
That's really fantastic.
Yeah, that's about relationship building.
What a story.
Yeah, thank you.
Linda, I want to thank you so much for sharing your insights behind the scenes, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. Beautiful day here.
Thank you. So now we're here at the stables at Spruce Meadows, where our true stars, our horses, are stabled and where the grooms of the horses are working with them behind the scenes, as you can see here, giving them a shower. But there is a story behind their performance that not many people get to hear about. The incredible journey these horses take to get here, where every detail is planned to ensure these horses arrive in perfect shape, ready to compete at the top of their game. So to talk about this whole process, we are here with Ian Allison, Senior Vice President here at Spruce Meadows. Welcome, Ian.
Pleasure to be with you, Jeroen.
How do you start organizing this whole process?
Well, we're in the athletes' village, if you will, for the horses, so they have to get here first. So it's got many aspects to it, and it's changed immensely over the decades. For now, the European-based horses, it's a reasonably convenient journey for them. We have a central mustering point, typically out of Liège in Belgium now, but in the past we've flown out of Schiphol in Frankfurt, Dusseldorf, various airports. But Liège has a very good facility. So once we've determined the aircraft we're using, we have the horses arrive there. Some of them, particularly if they've traveled, let's say from Ireland, so they've had 2 ferry journeys before they get to continental Europe, they might arrive a day or 2 early, or horses that have come from other parts of the EU. For the Belgium, Dutch, and some of the German horses, it's a pretty easy drive to Liège. This year we used a 747, challenge accepted, aptly named, and it had 66 horses on board. Horses can relax pretty well on the plane, and when they're flying, we keep the temperature between 15 and 18 degrees Celsius, so they're a little less active.
Yes.
And we just make sure that there's plenty of water, lots of carrots, and all those types of things on the plane to keep their mind off the flight. From there, they're loaded onto transports and they're brought to Spruce Meadows to what we call the transit lounge. And when they arrive here, all their temperatures are taken by the tournament veterinarians. Make sure we don't have any shipping fever or coughs or any of those kinds of things. And their grooms have then met them, and they generally like to walk them around for an hour or so, make sure they're drinking water, make sure their fluids are good, their temperatures are good, and then they adjust to the Calgary weather.
And then after everything's done here, the Grand Prix is done, how much time do they need to fly back?
So we will finish the Grand Prix at about 5 o'clock local time on Sunday. At about 7:30 the first p.m., about the first of the cargo will start to go out, what we call the cookie sheets.
So we have a little time.
That'll all get out and staged at the airport, and the horses will all have that evening here, but all of the non-essential cargo and things that are returning to Europe will be sent out. The plane will arrive. It'll be staged. All the pallets will have the shavings and fresh water put in them. All the feedstocks will be put in. Hay nets will be filled. And then starting at about 9 a.m. the next morning, so the horses will have a full night and their breakfast and all that.
Perfect.
The first horses will start to the airport. Loading will commence at about 10 o'clock in the morning. The flight will leave at 1 p.m. and then it's a 9-hour flight back to Liège.
It's very interesting talking to you. Thank you for explaining. I wish you all the best with the show and the transport back home and the whole logistics.
I've had the
Fingers
pleasure
crossed.
flying both with Shazim and Simon in the past, so we took good care of them.
My experience were always good. Thank you so much, Ian.
You're welcome, Jeroen.
Thank you. As we approach the climax of the show, let's turn our attention to the top challengers for the upcoming Rolex Grand Prix. As you see here, we have some names written down already on the Roll of Honor. Let's have a look who our new name will be. First up will be Martin Fuchs. He has already won 3 slams. He will be defending his title here at the Spruce Meadows Masters after his victory in 2023. Next, we have Richard Vogel. This German rider has been making quite an impression, quickly rising through the ranks. He has already won 1 slam. Richard is a serious contender for the title. Next up, Steve Gedda, the 2012 Olympic champion and 2024 silver medalist, has built a career on his ability to remain composed under the most intense pressure. As a previous winner of the Rolex Grand Slam, actually already 3 in the last decade, Steve knows exactly what it takes to win at Spruce Meadows. And last, Harry Smolders. The Dutch rider has been a top performer on the global stage for years, known for his sharp tactical mind and ability to deliver under pressure. Harry is coming to Calgary with a clear mission: victory. And now we're going to talk with Tiffany Foster. Tiffany is a well-known Canadian rider who has been on the team for Canada many years. And she's known for loving her horses, really. She has always a very close connection to her horse. Last year you were second in the Grand Prix. So close.
So close.
What's your mindset for this year?
Well, I'm going to try to recreate that, have no one in the jump off, and win.
That's the ideal story.
Exactly.
Yeah, very good. For you it's very important, your connection with your horse. We all know that.
First of all, that makes me so happy that that's what I'm known for.
Okay, well,
I didn't know that.
You are known for that.
Well, thank you.
How does that influence your performance, you think?
I mean, I think sometimes it's probably a bit of a double-edged sword. You know, I spend some of the time in the ring while I'm going around thinking, oh, he did that so well, not concentrating on the next thing that I do. But in general, I like to think that it's all positive stuff. I mean, I think that in the end of the day, all of us are here because we love horses, right?
Yeah, I do also think. I think it's very important to have your horses on your side to make them do a little bit more, maybe even than sometimes is necessary. So,
exactly.
Very good. Keep
we
it
need
up.
them with us.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Very important. So we all know show jumping is very demanding, both physically and mentally. How do you cope with these things?
Yeah, I mean, when you were doing your intro and you mentioned that I'd been doing this for years. And years, I kind of thought, oh, he might be right, as my body might indicate sometimes.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a wreck actually in 2008, quite bad. I broke my back. So those are some of the physical things that I think that we'll always have to just stay on top of. And I think if you go into the stables and you see all of the therapies that the horses are having, and lasers and thumpers and massages, and I think like, maybe I should do that too.
But can you maybe, how are your dreams? Are you going to be in this sport for many years more?
I hope so. Yes. I hope so. I definitely feel probably the most motivated I've ever felt in my life. Wow. You know, I've found a place where I can have a little bit more control over my own destiny. You know, I think, you know, I was an apprentice for a long time, you know, under several amazing riders and in great operations and things, and I learned so much. And I do think that is an important thing to do. But for now, I feel like, you know, I'm in control. I get to do what I want to do. I can make my own training schedule. I can make my own competition schedule. And I think, you know, touch wood, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think I have the best group of horses I've ever had.
Oh, very good.
Really, really exciting group of young horses coming up that I've been developing myself since they were all about 7 years old. And, you know, like I have 2 10-year-olds who won 5-star Grand Prix this year. And I've never been in a position to have that before. So I'm excited. I'm super excited.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for this very inspiring chat. I think Tiffany is not done yet.
No.
And now the countdown begins. We are all very curious who our winner will be here at Spruce Meadows. Our next chapter of the Rolex Grand Slam of show jumping will be in Geneva at the CHI. Thank you for joining us on the Slam Show. Keep your eyes on the prize and see you in Geneva.